Tuesday. We checking right along. We gonna get into this whole PG-13 little rant that he had on his show, where he was wearing a Philadelphia jersey. Um, I think it's bullshit personally. I don't like it, and I'm gonna dive into that. But first, let me address the elephant in the room. FYF Sports Lamont. Salute to you, bro, and salute to a lot of you YouTubers out there that's trying to make a name for yourself. That's use YouTube platform to grow. Your brand or your channel or whatever you represent. But at the end of the day, I just want some sort of validity. I just want some sort of realness. I want some sort of authenticity when it comes to talking about certain subjects and certain things. I don't feel that we should talk about each other and try to make money off of each other. In all the butt dancing that we do and say, oh man, if ESPN or anybody, if LeBron James and Coach Sports offer me a certain amount of money, you best be right I'm gonna talk about they butt. But I'm like, to be honest, a lot of these cats on YouTube, they don't even like some of these. They don't even agree with some of the. They don't even believe or agree with some of the sentiments or some of the statements that they make in regards to basketball related issues. Like, they'll say one thing on the internet, but they really believe something else behind the scenes, and it's just like, at some point, we gotta start being honest. Like, you shouldn't walk through life and lie and buck dance just to try to earn a pretty penny, man. It's not worth it. Your integrity, your morals, your values, that lets me know that you don't have any. That's very damaging. And then you're going to have children, and you're going to teach your children and your little nieces and nephews how to embody that type of mindset. Because now you're telling them, like, if anybody offers you anything or anything worth of value and importance, make sure you do what they ask you to do. And it's different when you're working a 9-to-5 job because you have something called labor laws. If an employer is asking you to do a particular thing and it's not in your job description, then you're not supposed to perform any of those type of duties under those requests. But if you're smart and you understand all these different things, then you'll know how to navigate through that. But we're talking about freedom of speech. We're talking about facts versus you just pushing narratives to blow your channel up. Don't be afraid to stand out on that ledge by yourself and be like, you know what? I firmly believe this. Because anything that you're trying to build, it takes time to build anything. Like any kind of infrastructure, any kind of business, whether it's e-commerce, online, or whatever, it takes time to get to a certain status, get to a certain point. Sometimes you might have to lose in order to gain. But a lot of you cats don't understand that, and y'all wouldn't talk because it's too much buck dancing going on. And that's sad that we got to do that. And we get mad when somebody talks about a player that, you know what I'm saying, we don't talk about a player that we might idol or follow or like. And then they'll make a video and say, oh man, these dudes talking about LeBron and Bronny James, and it's sad. Like, huh? But you talking about me though, and I'm doing the same thing that you're doing. But it's a difference. I'm telling the truth, and you're just spewing narratives to get people to follow you. That's sad. And a lot of you cats are gonna expose yourselves. A lot of you cats are gonna expose yourselves. So we're just gonna wait. We're just gonna wait. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to do that. Just be real and how I created you to be. See, it's enough Fred Hamptons. Where's our Fred Hamptons at? Where's our Huey P. Newtons at? Like, are we gonna carry on for another 500 plus years when we know our history? We know the things that's going on. We know the nepotism. We know all the racism, the prejudices, all of the things. The hate. We know that. So what are we going to do? We're going to perpetuate those same things for our children and for their children when they get to that point? Come on, man. When are we going to start turning and changing things around by being who we were created to be? A natural born leader. Not someone that's going to sit there and spew news and lie to the people. There's nothing real or authentic about you. So that's why I can't take you serious. This is way bigger than some YouTube stuff, and that's what people need to start realizing. Be who you are. Bring your authenticity. Bring who you really are to YouTube, and whoever gravitates towards that is going to gravitate towards that. Now, there is a way that you can go about building something solid. You can get rid of the profanity and the whole thing. But when you're sitting up here trying to be like ESPN and all these other networks and Fox Sports and just get up there to lie to the people, then, I mean, you're doing yourself and anybody who fuck with you, you're doing them a disservice. And that's just what it is. So you can swallow that, you know what I'm saying? You can drink it with water, you can drink it with some soda, some Gatorade, some acid, do what you want to with it. But I'm here to give you some game, man. You know what I'm talking about? So it's on you. It's on y'all, man. You feel me? So that's just what it is. Now, moving on. I want to address the Paul George interview that he did on the podcast P. His podcast. I think Paul George is a great talent. I really do. I always follow Paul George out of Fresno State. I thought he came out of nowhere. He shined in the summer league, and then he made a name for himself over in Indiana. But you have to look at some similarities throughout his career. Paul George never won anything in the East. He had the team to do it. He had to overcome the Cleveland Cavaliers or the Miami Heat and LeBron James. Excuse me. He didn't get it done. So then, after LeBron James chose to go to Cleveland and leave and do all the things that LeBron James was doing, Paul George became disgruntled and unhappy in Indiana because they felt like the team was not loyal to him. They were exploring trading him to Cleveland Cavaliers at one particular time. Maybe that's a situation that he's traumatized from. So he's like, everything that I've done for you guys and you guys want to trade me to Indiana? See, these organizations and these owners and these president of basketball operation and these CEOs and all these people, they understand the player that they have inside and out. The outside is lovely. It's great. It's put together nice. It's edible. It's just like an edible cake. Oh, I'm going to go, oh, look at this cake. It looks just like some Jordans. Oh, is it edible? Can I eat it? Yeah, you can eat it. Look at the presentation, though. This is the best cake I ever seen. What do it taste like, though? See, that's my thing. You got all these different things that make this stuff look real, but what do it taste like? And that's the situation that Paul George is in. It looked good, but it got a bitter taste to it. So I don't think I want this. This is not something that I can put in my body consistently. That's the same thing that's going on with Podcast Pete. See, I gotta call him Podcast Pete. See, he got too many names now. Because guess what? It's about his brand and it's not about basketball. He gets butt hurt, and I don't know who taught him this, and super emotional when a team wants to make a different decision than what he wants or what he likes. And at the end of the day, you're right, it is a business. If it's a business, then you just go do your thing. You don't have to disclose any details of your free agency signing or negotiations with all these different teams. It's nobody else's business. We didn't need to know what you asked for, when you asked for it, and how they wanted to proceed. It's their choice to say, you know what, I believe in you. You've shown me that you can lead us, when Kawhi is down. But guess what? The only thing Paul George has done since Indiana is cry and be injured. Cry and be injured. Paul George hasn't did anything for any one of those franchises. They sure hell ain't won nothing with Paul George. He gets walked down by Indiana and then they kick him up out of there, or he didn't want to be there for whatever reason because he felt slighted, disrespected like he does for the Clippers. So they ship him off over here. OKC. OKC want to sign him, man. Whoa. So guess what? OKC said, we can get Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and all of these draft picks. Sam Presti was like, what? Paul George has shoulder injuries. He has injury history lately after he broke his leg. Out of here. We can get all these players for him? Oh yeah, we know what we want. We want Shai. Let's get Shai, because Shai gonna help us get to where we want to go. So you got that, right? So you got that. It didn't work. And guess what? He was handpicked not by the organization. The only reason that the Clippers went to go get Paul George is because of Kawhi Leonard. It was a package deal. Kawhi Leonard said, I need somebody else who I can trust and I know is a baller. And he said Paul George is that guy. So the Clippers didn't even really want Paul George. And then what happened when they did get Paul George in that trade? What did Paul George say to everybody? I've been a Clippers fan ever since I was young. And that's a lie. They show all your pictures of you had a Laker uniform in every one of your little baby pictures, bro, when you was young. Where is the Clippers jerseys? How you was a Clipper fan? So he already lied when he came over. You know what I'm saying? So now I feel like I can't trust you, bro. You're deceiving me. Because anytime the thing get tough, how do I know that you're not going to fold up your tent, take your basketball, and go home? You know what I'm saying? I can't trust that. That's what we're dealing with Paul George. Unbelievable talent. But guess what? You need more than talent to win. You need all the other things, bro, if you really want to win. Paul George isn't the end-all, be-all. He isn't that guy that you be like, we got to get Paul George if you want to win a championship. Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey will soon find that out, unless the league said, you know what, we're going to allow you guys to win. Unless the NBA say, we're going to allow you guys to win. That's it. But if you think Paul George is going to get you out of some tough situations, he's not. Because we've seen him. When the situations get tough, he ain't nowhere to be found. I got a mental health issues all of a sudden. Everybody experienced the bubble. Everybody experienced COVID. How do you think we felt as regular citizens? As regular citizens, how do you think we felt having to deal with a bubble? We couldn't come outside. We couldn't go to our local gyms. We couldn't do anything. Hell, we couldn't even be around family. If you think about it, especially if they were elderly. So they say. You're sitting on millions of dollars and you're still not happy. You have both parents and you're still not happy. You get to do anything you want to. You stay in a big old house, in a big old mansion. And I'm not saying that those things make you happy. But shit, with all the different people that you're exposed to, the different therapists and all the different people that you have access to, all the different resources that you have access through basketball, you are still not happy. I get it. I do. But at the end of the day, we're talking about winners. We're talking about basketball. Hell, it was a period of time when he was in Indiana. They say, man, Paul, there were reports that said Paul George don't even really like basketball like that. He just played basketball because he can. Paul George is really a rapper. He really loves music and wants to rap. Come on, man. Come on, man. What are we talking about? So it all makes sense to me. You're not that dude. And guess what? I'm not the only one who feels like this. If you go over there to Gil's Arena, Rashad McCants and Brandon Jennings, both used to play in the league, were pretty good players. They both repeated the same sentiments as I did, that I have been since he signed with Philadelphia. Think about it. Remember when Paul George, after he lost against the Mavericks, oh man, I don't care about winning. I don't care about losing. You should. You should. I don't want my star player or franchise player to talk like and have a defeated mentality. And that's what the Clippers see. The Clippers, man, like, man, we've been at this thing for about 5 or 6 years. It hasn't worked. We need to take another direction. And this free agency, and depending on what the Clippers did last year in the playoffs, that was going to dictate how they move forward from a player personnel and a financial point of view. And they made certain decisions which they felt was best for their organization. And obviously best for Paul George. Paul George started hitting the team with all these different requests. Oh, I need this. Give me this. If you're not going to give me this, give me a 3-year, 4-year, give me a 3-year 150. No trade clause. Who are you to be talking about all these different clauses? And regular season record and winning percentage don't mean nothing if you don't accomplish the goal that's set from the beginning, and that's to win a championship. You failed at that task. You didn't bring us a championship. We didn't even get close. Oh, we were unlucky. No, you're just not that dude. It's not about a we, because you're asking for the money. Nobody else is complaining for the bag on that team. They gave James Harden 2 years, 70. They offered you, from what you say, 2 years, 60. So do they believe that James Harden is more is more valuable on and off the court? That's a good question. I don't think that they should have, signed James Harden, but James Harden, the hometown guy, of course, they're going to invest their marbles in some of those type of guys, the hometown guys, because they know James Harden is focused on just wanting to win and play basketball at this point in his career. I don't know about his defense, but at the end of the day, it's a lot of players that don't play defense at a high level. So, and they're supposed to be, superstars. But Paul George, this man sitting up here telling the ownership, if you ain't give me 150 no trade, just give me the same thing Kawhi got. So you see how now you're making it all about money when in retrospect, it should have been all about winning, because winning cures everything, and winning will allow you to get the bag. See, these players today, they're too entitled. Since when did you pick up a ball? Did you pick up a ball and say, I want to make a lot of money? No, you fell in love with the game first. Because guess what? When a lot of these players start watching basketball, they didn't know nothing about the money. They just knew that they had access and they got paid and they can live and get their families out of there, poverty-stricken situations. But when you picked up a basketball, it was all about, I love and fell in love with this game. I want to become great. I want to win. I want to experience the confetti dropping and the champagne, corks busting out the bottles. That's what I want to experience. And then all of a sudden we adopt this mentality that, society puts on you like, oh man, you can do anything. You can get this amount of money if you do this and you do this. Come on, man. You're just a puppet now. They control you. It's never been about the game. It's never been about the game. That's what the issue that I have with a lot of these players. Can we get back to the level of competition? Those guys in the big three, they're not getting paid a lot of money because Ice Cube League, it isn't promoted like that. They don't have the endorsement deals. It's not all the way out there like that. They're getting paid, but guess what? They're still holding on to basketball even through all the injuries, being out of shape, overweight, mind not really there, but guess what? They love the game. That's why you see on a big three stage, they compete. They compete really, really hard. And these guys have been journeymen. They have been stars in the league at one point. They've made a lot of money in the NBA at one point. But guess what? They didn't fit into that bubble, into that one arena where the NBA was transitioning because of their political views, their character issues, what they believe in, their morals, their values. They say, man, I'm cool. I'm not a puppet, bro. You're not going to get me to agree to do this and do this just for a dollar bill. I just want to play basketball. That's what you see in the It's a lot of guys that just want to play basketball and have an opportunity to win. And they will do whatever it takes. You see them games, some games is physical in the big three. And a lot of them plays, they don't even call foul. I would rather watch that type of basketball. Because now we know that you have to earn it. You can be skilled and talented, but guess what? You got to really show, do I have the counter to counter? You know what I'm saying? And can I really push through this adversity? A lot of players in the NBA today can't push through certain adversities. And it makes the game boring to watch because if you're not letting them score and walk down the middle of the lane, then you're watching them at the free throw line, and that slows the game down. Nobody wants to watch a bunch of games that's just straight free throw and reviews on every play. Get the damn call right. You got 3 officials. Somebody had to see something different. And then they speed the game and say, oh, it's more space and more pace. No, you just call more fouls. That's why the damn scores be the way they be. And nobody's playing defense because it's built into their contracts that, oh, we're paying you for this, this, and this, but we don't really want you to play defense like that. So you just make sure that, you know, everything is offensive based. These dudes, I'm like, bro, why you don't play defense? When James Harden first came into the NBA, bro, out of Arizona State, he was playing defense. You didn't see all them times he was guarding Kobe and they was going at it because he was defending when he was on the OKC. When he was coming off the bench as a 6th man, he was defending. All of a sudden, when it's time for him to go elsewhere and become his own man and, you know what I'm saying, to suit the guy on his own, to lead his own team, his defense went out the window. He didn't know what the hell defense was. So to me, I'm like, oh, they paid you to not play defense. Because it's no excuse. If you're a competitor in any sport, why wouldn't you want to enjoy playing defense and stopping the opposition from scoring? Isn't that the objective? I'm just saying. See, a lot of the players, they can't do both. They can't be a great offensive talent and play defense at the same time. But guess who can, though? Kobe Bean Bryant, Michael Jeffrey Jordan, Kawhi Leonard. Let's just call it what it is. I'm talking about players who will give it to you on both sides of the ball and not scared. Them type of guys. Think about it. People don't like the real, bro. I mean, you know I'm going to give it to you real. That's the only thing I know how to do, bro. I'm sorry. I can't paint no pretty bow and say all these different things. These dudes don't make no sense to me, man. Paul George is sad. He's more focused on a podcast beat than going out there and helping a team win a championship. So now this is what his rhetoric is. He went over to Philly. He said, I'm trying to go help them young guys win it. You know, Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey. He say, I'm trying to build something there. I'm trying to build something different. That's the point. You're chasing championships instead of letting it happen organically. Paul George think by him going to different teams and playing with different players, he thought he was going to go to OKC and play with Russell Westbrook and he'll win a championship. And then Carmelo Anthony come over. He said he thought they was going to win a championship over there. Because he's like, oh, I got ballers now. I got other Hall of Fame players. It don't work like that, homie. It just don't work like that. You're not the end-all be-all. You're a role player at this point. You led your team, yes, you did. You led Indiana when you were younger because Indiana didn't have nobody else. It was supposed to be Kawhi Leonard over there. So you led your Indiana Pacers during them times, even though I thought George Hill, David West, and all those other guys played significant roles, just as important roles as you did, but y'all didn't win nothing. Y'all didn't win nothing. It's a reason why everywhere you went, you haven't won anything. They don't believe in who you are, bro. On the inside. Not your talent as a basketball player. The mental fortitude, the competitiveness. When things get hard, what am I going to do? Your interest in wanting to be the best, your commitment, your dedication. It's not just about going and playing basketball. It's bigger than that. If teams are going to invest in you, they say, you know what, this is a guy that I feel that's going to help us win because first, he's a high character guy. He has a high basketball IQ, and he's a hell of a basketball player. But for this dude to come out here and discuss all the terms that the owners, come on, bruh. And then make it seem like they owe you something. They don't owe you anything, nigga. You shouldn't get nothing that Kawhi got. Kawhi is a two-time Finals MVP, where he led his teams. You think the Spurs win ring number 5 without Kawhi Leonard? Are you serious? And he should be sitting on 3 rings. Kawhi Leonard should be sitting on 3 rings. But they rigged it up for the Miami Heat and let them win. Let's just call a spade a spade. Let's keep it a buck if we're going to be honest. And then what happened? Kawhi goes through his injury-riddled career. Then he gets shipped off to Toronto. What does he do in his first year in Toronto? He wins a chip. Because that's who Kawhi Leonard is. You're not that guy. You didn't pick Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard picked you. It's a difference. It's a difference. You wasn't in that type of situation because you wasn't good enough. You should have stayed in Indiana, but you let your emotions get the best of you. Maybe you would have had a championship, built something solid with Victor Oladipo before he accumulated those injuries. You know what I'm saying? Bojan Bogdanovic. Indiana was still good when you wanted to leave. So you see the common denominator, bro. It's not the organization, it's you. You are so unhappy with everything because you feel like people aren't catering to your needs. So it's like, I gotta leave, I gotta go here, I gotta go there. Look at Kevin Durant. Great offensive talent. But guess what? You become a journeyman, bro. You didn't play it on like 4 teams in the last 7 years. Journeyman. It's not, y'all don't got it, bro. Y'all too entitled. You need this player. You need this coach. You need this. You need that. Go play basketball, bro, and let your basketball dictate all the other stuff that's gonna happen around you. Jason Tatum wasn't crying. Jaylen Brown wasn't crying before they got paid. They say, no, we're going to lose, but guess what? We're going to be back here next year. We're going to get better. And the organization said, you know what? Let's make a couple of moves. Nobody seems to want Drew Holiday for whatever reason. They're just willing to trade Drew Holiday. Nobody wants Derek White for no reason. Nobody wants Kristaps Porzingis for some reason. So Boston said, you know what? Let's go get these guys. Let's put this stuff together. Al Horford. They put together a championship team, bro. They built it organically. Their core guys were drafted. 2 of the best players in the NBA, and now the 2 highest paid players in the history of the game. Drafted. Do you think they was crying about money? Oh, I want to get paid. Well, no, they let their basketball game dictate that. And guess what? They both got the bag back to back. And they won. Don't matter who got the credit or the MVPs, they won a championship. Of course, you like to have that on your resume and build your legacy, but it's all about winning at the end of the day. You think Derek Fisher and Robert Horry give a fuck about MVPs, nigga? No! They can call themselves 6. That's what it's about. Winning. Nigga, you entitled to where you feel like everybody should pay you and give you this and give you that. And these owners and these organizations looking at you like, well, how many banners do we have? When the last time we've been out? How many times have we been into a conference finals? Well, I don't know. But I know I was an all-star and an all-NBA player. I deserve to have some money. I deserve what he's getting. What? Come on, bro. You sounding like one of them stripper motherfucking bitches now. You sounding like these hoes that be out there that be like, man, fuck that. I deserve to be a wife. Somebody gonna wife me up. You don't see all this body yaddy yaddy. You don't see this pretty smile, big booty. I deserve to be a wife. How you feel you deserve to be a wife based off the exterior? What about the interior? You see what I'm saying? Bitch, you don't deserve to be nobody motherfucking wife. You need to do the self-fucking work. Bitch, do you know how to cook? Do you know how to clean? Do you know how to fold some towels? You know what I'm saying? Do you know how to make a house a home? I know you just a pretty face. All you care about is looking good and going shopping. Why the fuck do I want to wife you up? And guess what these NBA players do? They go and get the baddie. And now their whole careers is fucked up because all that money that they be crying for, they gotta pay all of that in child support, alimony. See what I'm saying? It's all phony balonies, nigga. You're not real, bro. So fuck you, nigga. We ain't gonna pay you. Take your motherfucking podcast over to Philadelphia and the city of brotherly love, nigga, where it's gonna get real tough. See, he ain't experienced getting booed by his own fan base. Watch when a nigga ain't performing. Watch when a nigga start accumulating injuries and sitting out games and low managing and all this shit. And you don't get it done, nigga. The Philadelphia fans for damn sure gonna let your ass know. And that's all you need to know. Let's dive into some of these comments, man. Salute to all my people in the building, man. You already know what it is. Exactly. Them contract talks stay behind closed doors. Nigga, you don't discuss your motherfucking money and contract negotiations, nigga, with the public. Are you dumb? Come on, man. These niggas, that's what I'm telling you. These niggas is some hoes, bro. These niggas is like hoes, bro. Real talk. This shit's sad. Damn, it's fucking clouds about to start raining. Shit is weird over here, man. They fucking around with our weather, huh? Hollywood Hizern. Make sure y'all go follow Hollywood Herm, man. Support Hermit the Frog. You know us all love. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe and donate to that brother, man, in this channel. You know what I'm saying? And help real podcasters, bro, and real people that's delivering real content. No matter how you feel about somebody, bro, if he's giving it to you real, bro, and he's just not going along with narratives, then yeah, go support all day. You already know. I mean, I could cook Kawhi, but I told everybody Kawhi Leonard wasn't injured, right? Remember what I told y'all? Kawhi Leonard is not really injured, you guys. That's just a narrative that they're gonna put out there because Kawhi Leonard, he's not the guy that you can market. You know, Kawhi Leonard he's fine in the USA camp. He's moving around just fine. Cutting, slashing, jumping, running, sprinting. Nothing wrong with Kawhi Leonard. And I've been told y'all this shit. It's all a part of how his career is supposed to be, bro. Because he isn't the guy that's super talkative and he's not going to give you a lot of charisma. He's not going to sell the game. But you know what? He's that damn good. He can change a whole outlook of a team in a motherfucking season in the game. He can go win you a chip. That's why Kawhi Leonard is getting paid the dollars he's getting paid, because he's that kind of guy. But as far as the marketability, it's not there. So they got to be like, you know what, Kawhi? This is the type of guy you are, but we gotta take your we have to do this for your career. But you're still going to get paid a lot of money. You're still going to be able to do what you want to do and have your family involved. But the load managing, you're going to have to take this route. This is the route you're just going to have to take in your NBA career. And he's done that. He's agreed to do that. I don't believe that Kawhi sustained no real injuries. It just don't make sense. Nigga, if you had Brandon Roy, Greg Oden knees and all that shit, nigga, you wouldn't be in the league right now, bro. DeJuan Blair, no motherfucking ACLs, no motherfucking cartilage in his knee. If he sustained all them type of injuries, I'm like, nigga, he don't have no degenerative knees, bro. Melvin Powell Jr. What's good with it, bro? Kawhi play for money. Well, Kawhi got 2 championships, Herm, so I don't think he plays for money. But he ain't going to turn down the bag, though. I can tell you that. That's why it's easy to control Kawhi Leonard. But when Kawhi Leonard say, oh, it's time for me to go win, or the NBA say, you know what? Now it's your time to go win, Kawhi. Kawhi going to go win. Period, point blank. That's just the NBA. The NBA is scripted like that, to where they pick and choose who they want to promote, and certain narratives and storylines are created. Hey, Heron. Salute to my guy, A. Heron, man. A. Heron Jr., my guy. LeBron calls all of these players to line. Yeah, that's facts. That's big facts. I believe that. Zach Edey was out there good work last night. I like Zach Edey. I don't know if he's gonna do that top tier NBA level talent. I still love Walker Kessler. Walker Kessler is still, in my opinion, better than Rudy Gobert. I said that when they traded him. When Walker Kessler was coming out of Purdue. Out of Auburn. So if that's what you believe, Herm, then you know what I'm saying? That's just what you believe, bro. I don't believe that Kawhi messed up Clippers, you know what I'm saying, future. I just feel like sometimes the owners can't always listen to the players. And you have to make the best decision in those positions to make those kind of decisions. You can't allow players to dictate coaches and players and all of that, especially if they don't have the best interest at heart for the team and the organization. LeBron came over and said, trade all these young good talent and let me get Anthony Davis. That shit ain't worked out for them. That fake ass bubble ring, that shit ain't worked out. The Lakers are used to hanging banners, nigga, not in-season tournaments, not conference championships. They're used to hanging NBA championships, bro, obviously. So it hasn't worked out. So when you let players control and dictate all the decisions that's being made in any sport, you're always going to be at a disadvantage. Every time. It's never going to work out the way it's intended to work out. Because you're too entitled, bro. You're not supposed to live your life like that. Philadelphia ain't getting past Boston. Right? Philadelphia probably ain't going to get past the Knicks. There's hella other teams out there that they probably... Indiana. They getting Ben Mathurin back. So it's not even a given that they're going to get past all these other teams. Detroit is good. You know what I'm saying? You still got Cleveland. You still got Orlando, who's getting better. So think about this stuff, bro. That's facts. Yeah, Philly gonna see. Yeah. Lock City, because they got nothing but defenders over here. They finna be getting all up in you. Kawhi Leonard gonna be so happy playing with guys that he know that's gonna help do the dirty work, and even James Harden. James Harden gonna be like, oh man, I got players that can play defense. I could just give a little bit of help. I know I'm gonna have help on the back end, even on the front end. Kawhi Leonard like, man, I don't have to exert myself and guard the best player every night. You know what I'm saying? They gonna take on that challenge. Oh yes, I got dogs now. Watch. Right. Make it make sense, cuz. Melvin Powell Jr., yes, sir. I agree with you, Brody. Oh, man. I got a law. Motherfucking get up into this job, bro. I'm late. Fuck you. It's all gravy. Yeah, but man, it'd be a lot of little J cats out here, bro. There's too many J cats to be honest with you, bro. I don't know. They say, oh, he the best player, he this, he that. I'm like, nah, I'm good. You gotta show me. It might sound good, it might appear to look good, bro, but I don't believe it. I don't be believing it, bro. I'm sorry, I just don't. So, make sure I hit them thumbs up if you haven't already. You know what I'm saying? Like, share, subscribe. And we gonna keep bringing that fire content. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. That's what we gonna continue to do. You know what I'm talking about? So, straight up. Let me park, y'all. Let me park. Let me park. Man. Man. There it is. Salute. Cam, what's good, my guy, man? Yeah, Chris Dunn finna for sure improve the Clippers D. It's gonna be tough for them guards over there. I already know about Chris Dunn out of Providence. You know what I'm saying? Donkey boy. James Harden needs some support from the rear. From the backside. So fire. Donkey boy, man. Come on, man. That Donkey boy, who is that? Is that T Sweezy? T Sweezy, why do you do that, bro? You gotta stop doing. If T Sweezy is donkey, if you're a donkey boy, then you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Stop doing that with your channel, bro. You being immature, changing up your names and stuff like that. Stop doing that, bro. That's just like, for what's the purpose of doing it? I don't understand it. But salute to you, donkey boy. Salute to all my people, man. If you didn't watch the stream in its entirety, make sure you go back, rewind it, share it with your people, your partners, your friends, your coworkers, your colleagues. You know what I'm saying? Um, and that's that. You already know it's that time. Hope y'all enjoyed, the content, and just stand on business, bro. Like, you don't always have to. You can agree to disagree. Like, you don't always have to go along with people. You feel what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody, bro. I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart. You already know we gonna keep bringing fire and exposing these J cats for who they are and what they are and what they represent and why they choose to go that route. So FYF, Lamont, get your shit straight, bro. You don't have to be a clown, man, on YouTube just for some clicks and some views, bro. That's sad, dude. Where's your morals and your values? Because last night you admitted that you didn't have any. So, love, live life, smile, cry, laugh, man. Real E-Leezy. We gone. I'll touch back later. Y'all have a blessed day, man. Be productive. Be productive in whatever you're doing today, man. Just be productive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, or they can sign Bruce Brown and trade him back to Toronto if they want to, and get Gary Trent Jr. too. They got options. There's still some players out there that they can go grab, and the Clippers will. Watch, the Clippers gonna have that new Intuit Dome rocking. Watch. Salute, the real Too Smart. What's good with my guy, man? Salute, bro. I'm gone, man. Y'all have a good one. I tap back in later. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. I appreciate everybody.